So I'm going to talk to you guys about some custom guns or customizations you could do to your Beretta. You know, we all know the drama with the 320, all right? 320s are going off.
Oh, not that.
You can go ahead and hand that off to a bear and he can shoot his nuts off.
But like, what was the government running before the 320? They were running Berettas, all right? And there's a reason they were running Berettas, because Beretta is God's gun. It is the best gun on the market. Yes, I'm biased. Really, really like Beretta for their Italian craftsmanship. I really think that they will go above and beyond with their whole system, and it's a tried and true design. So we've been using them for how long, and they never really had issues. What they do have issues with is like ergonomics, people pinching their fingers on the slide, but that's just user error, okay? That's just you not knowing how to use your gun. So definitely I'm a biased guy when it comes to Beretta. I have two Berettas here that are mine, one Beretta that's the shop's, and the reason why I brought the one that's standard is because mine's are a little bit done up, all right? So Langdon Tactical is perhaps the best premier Beretta M92 customization guy you can go to, all right? First here, this is straight from LTT. This is their, everything you could think of from LTT this has. So you have your, like I said in the last video, you have your EPS carry, you have your MP3 coating, and what they really do to these guns is they really tune those triggers to be kind of a match gun. It's incredibly, incredibly smooth. They put this coating on there that just makes the gun feel like a completely different gun than your standard Beretta. And I'll show you that here. I'm gonna pull the trigger on here, show you guys the reset on here, and then we'll show that with a standard Beretta and just see how different they can be. All right, so what we're gonna show you guys first is the trigger on these LTTs are just amazing. So you have your double action trigger. All right, super, super smooth. No type of grittiness at all. It's something that you can really, really like know where it's gonna break, so you can make sure your first shot's on target. That's the one thing with double action, single action triggers, is trying to figure out where is this trigger gonna break the first time, and then the second time it's a lot easier because you have that wall to come up to. But let me show you this, guys, this reset. This reset is ridiculous, okay? It's right there, dude. I hardly came off the trigger. It is right there, all right? Now, let's look at a standard Beretta, what you might have been issued if you were in the service in like the 2000s. Let's look at this here, all right? So you got your double action trigger. Look at all that grittiness. You can see my finger literally pulsating with that grittiness right there. All right, and then let's check out that reset. See how much more I'm coming off that trigger just for it to reset? Now, that's something that people don't like about the Berettas is like they're having to fight this trigger, they're having to stage this trigger, and LTT kind of fixed that for you. So the two LTTs I have here, one of them, like I said before, was done completely from LTT, straight from the LTT shop, and they sell guns just like this for you, the end user. But what you can also do is send your Beretta in to get work done. This is a Beretta A3 with a Vertex grip. This one was cut for an RMR. Now, if you notice between the two, how bigger that front sight is on the tan gun. And that's because with the RMR, to have that co-witness, you need to have a higher front sight. Whereas with the EPS carry, they've been able to really put that down into the slide and give you a co-witness without such a fat front sight. This one is suppressor ready, and now this one was sent in to LTT to get work done. So we'll check the trigger out on this one. Double action, just like that first LTT straight from the factory. And then we'll check that reset. Reset's right there. Honestly, I think the reset on this one is even better than the one I got from the factory. So you see how fast that reset is. Let's see if we can hear it. Look at that. Crazy, dude. I hardly even came off the trigger. Now, with LTT, there is kind of a thing to watch out for. They do sell their trigger kits in a bag, and then you can install them yourself. I've felt those triggers, and they do not feel as nice as when you set it into the factory. So yeah, you might be a at-home gunsmith, gun guy, gun bubba. You might think you could put this in because it's a trigger job in a bag, but you definitely want to send it in to get the work done on it. So yeah, either buy a Beretta LTT straight from the factory or send in the Beretta that you already have to LTT because you're going to get back a completely different gun. It's going to be better in terms of recoil, better in terms of trigger pull, better in terms of just keeping your sights on target, just because you're not having to deal with that gritty trigger. So if you want my 2 cents, what the military should be doing right now is contacting LTT to be like, dude, we betrayed you. We went to the 6-hour P320 and we need you back. And that's what they need to do, guys. So you know what? Leave in the comments what gun you think they should be using for the military, because you already know me. It's the Beretta M92. It's the freaking cream of the crop. But you guys might want them to be running staccatos. Not gonna happen. Too expensive. All right. You want your tax dollars to go on $2,000 a gun to each person? No. That's why they picked the 320, because it was the cheapest gun there was. All right. Don't put a Glock. Do not say that we should be carrying Glock. All right. No. Italian. The Italian stallion. Anyway, guys, that's the LTT. I just want to give you guys a little spotlight of them as a company. I'm sure you guys have heard about them because they're so popular. But yeah, I also wanted to just brag that I got 2 LTTs, all right? I did want to do that, all right? But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure to follow us on Rumble, TikTok. Do we have TikTok? Oh yeah, we don't mess with that Chinese. No, they don't want any of our information. No TikTok. We got Instagram, Twitter, X, Rumble, YouTube, anything else other than TikTok. So don't do TikTok. But yeah, follow us there. We're gonna put out some really cool videos. We got Bear running the camera. You know, he's the magician when it comes to all this. This is why it looks so good in here. All right. So get on the Diamondback train, and we're gonna take you guys to some amazing places. See you on the next one.